Hello, hello. Welcome to this episode of the Rogers Radio Podcast. I am your host, Alyssa Rogers. Look who I have. It has been a long time since Mr. Joey Rogers has been on the Rogers Radio Podcast. Welcome.
Hey, I'm happy to be here. Thanks for having me. I'm honored.
Yeah, so, we looked back to see when the last time you've been on was, and it was February. So it's been 9 months since you've been on. What have you been doing? Where have you been?
Well, we've been busy. Definitely putting a lot of things in place to help grow this company. I've been having fun. That's what I've been doing. And I've picked up this new hobby, this new golf addiction.
Oh my gosh. Let's catch up on all the things. Okay, so in February, you were here and you were talking about, you went back into the field. And so we didn't have you for a very long time on the podcast because you had to get up and go and you were back in the truck, and it was an exciting time for a lot of people, and we were revved up, ready to go. It was still the beginning of the year. And so then 9 months has gone by and you're not in the truck anymore. You haven't been in the truck since. It's been a while, right?
Yeah. We got some good structure in place now,
Yes.
and the company's back to good and stabilized. We got great people in place.
Yes, so the team has grown rapidly. We have an amazing team that does amazing things for our customers every day. And so you've been in the office really putting even more structure in place, more processes in place, because you have a vision. And your vision is to grow this massive company. And everyone knows that because every time you've been on here, you talk about it. But in the last 9 months, you mentioned golf. Where did golf come from? Because I remember, through the years, you've always had something, right, that you loved doing. And so it's been hunting, it's been archery, it's been the business, took up a lot of time. What spurred you to start golfing?
I guess it just goes back to my competitive roots.
Okay.
I grew up playing baseball. I loved the competition. Then after baseball, I picked up the bow and shot competitive archery. Mm-hmm. That was a blast. Did really well at that. Took that a long ways. And then when I went, 6-7 years maybe, and focused solely on growing the business, and didn't have anything really fueling the competitive juices. Mm-hmm. So I was like, all right, let me try this golf thing. Golf's a little tough. We're making good progress, but yeah.
How's it going for you? For everyone tuning in, we talk about this a lot in the office. If you walk in here any day, there's probably a conversation going on about Joey's golf game. And if you ask Joey, he is the next Tiger Woods. If you see this outfit here, he thinks he is Tiger Woods right now. But for the people that have gone with him, we have a few team members that have golfed with him. They have a totally different story. Totally different. So let's hear yours, and then you tell me what theirs is. And I had no idea we were going to be talking about golf today, guys. So here we go.
So I guess it depends.
Buckle up.
I guess it depends on who you ask, who I played with.
Oh my gosh. I think it's pretty consistent across the board.
No,
Okay.
I'm a pretty solid golfer.
Okay. Continue.
So we're talking, when I pick up the big stick, the driver, we talking 290, 320. Yardage wise, we're hitting the ball quite a bit.
Okay, straight?
Most of the time. Most of the time.
Okay.
Most of the time it's straight.
Okay.
Most of the time. We're working on the straight portion of it.
I'm going to be laughing. Okay, go ahead.
And of course, I drive the ball so far. All I really need in my bag is a wedge, a driver, a wedge, and a putter.
Okay.
I get so close to the green,
I know nothing about this. Okay, continue.
and I just wedge it up on the green, and 3 to 4 putt. So putting's a challenge.
Okay, that's your story. What would be someone else's story that has golfed with you?
That is, I stopped listening when they started talking.
All right, I'll tell my story. Okay, if you want to get into this, are you sure you want to get into
it? This is early on.
Let's get into it.
Early on.
All right, I am not a golfer. Okay, I am not a golfer. It is not something that excites me really. Like, it's just not for me. And the thought of going out onto a golf course for 4 hours and hitting a little ball around is just not. It's just not my jam. But anyway, I'm a supportive wife, so I decide. Well, Joey asked me, "Can you go to the driving?" This is time number 1. I've been twice, so I'll tell you about time number 1. Will you go to the driving range with me? Sure, Joey, I'll go with you. I don't have anything else going on. So I go there, and he's like, you got to see this, you got to see this. So we go to Bellevue Driving Range, for all of you that know about that. And so if you're there, next time you're riding by, if you haven't been there, take a look, and you'll get a little giggle after this. So you're at the driving range, and there is a barn. Not far. How far is that barn?
It's not far.
It's not far, okay?
To the right.
It's to the right. There's this little shed, barn kind of area that doesn't even have anything to do with the driving range. Like, it's just like off to the side a little bit. Has some stuff in it. So I'm sitting there, and he's like, watch this. So he goes up, and he's getting ready to do whatever it's called. I don't know the lingo. And he swings, and the ball does not go straight ahead. It goes like to the side into this barn. Like, I could have done that. I've never hit a golf ball in my life. And it goes like that. And he's like, oh, I promise I'm better than that. It didn't get better, okay? It was going all over the place. Am I wrong?
You know how hard it is to consistently shank a ball?
Oh, I'm sure. So I don't even know what that means. So time number 2, okay? He says, I am sick, by the way. Y'all remember when I had no voice. I had no voice at all. I'm very, very sick for like a month, it seemed like. Well, anyway, he's like, you know what? I'm in the bed, sick. And he's like, you probably need to get some fresh air. Will you go ride the golf cart with me? And while I, go on the golf course for a few holes, whatever. I'm like, I guess. And so I'm out there on my deathbed in this golf cart, not enjoying my time. And how do you do, Joey? How do you do when we go out golfing together?
I played some good, solid holes.
How many?
There was a
One.
few. No. You just remember it was 1 or 2 bad ones.
No, very bad. Like, couldn't find the ball bad. Like, he couldn't find the ball. It was just going all over the place.
The grass was tall.
Excuses.
You're exaggerating.
So this guy, is going to make excuses about his golf game. And so that's his golfing story. Stay tuned because we do goals around here. Y'all know about that. What is your current goal? Put it out into the universe. Everyone's going to hold you accountable to this. What is your goal for 2020? What is it? 2025?
Yeah, 2025.
Okay.
Yeah, I want to compete for a club championship. Take a lot of work.
When is that?
Probably late next year.
Late next year?
Yeah.
So you have less than a year to become a club champion?
Hey, I set high, lofty targets.
Oh, that's lofty, all right. So if you see him out in the community, you talk to him about this and see what he's doing. If you see him on the golf course, watch out. That's all I got to say. Just watch out because you don't know where his balls are going. So there you go. So that is Joey's golf journey. Stay tuned for more and we'll keep you updated.
See, if you want the true story about my golf game, you gotta go find Matt Hunt. Find Matt Hunt, ask him what my nickname is, and he'll tell you.
He'll tell you, and he'll also say that he will not play. He won't even play Joey because he's so bad. So, but okay, moving on. So anyway, now welcome to the golf podcast. Moving on from golf. I cannot. So, Joey, back to business. Love your golf game. Good luck out there. That's all I got to say. And good luck to everyone else around him. So you've been playing golf and you have been working really hard on the business too, right?
Yeah.
Really, really hard. We've had ups and downs and turnarounds and sideways stuff all over the place this year. It's been one heck of a year. But something that we've announced recently, major changes at Rogers, are our expansion into Lynchburg and Jake Thomas becoming service manager here. Tell us about that. How do you feel about that? How does it make you feel knowing that Rogers is now in 2 locations, has 2 physical locations?
Oh, it's an amazing feeling. And what makes it so great? It wouldn't be possible without the great team that we have here currently. They make all this possible. They definitely make my job a whole lot easier and a whole lot less stressful, where I can actually focus on growing the business. Jake has been vital. He's going to play a key role in the service department here at the South Boston location. We're excited for him to get in there and really develop the talent that we got. We have some really good talent in the service department. I mean, just these guys are just a absolute joy to be around. And I can say that about a lot of departments in the organization. Install department too. I mean, we talk about these guys do a rock solid job, and they have a work ethic second to none. Go after it. They go out there and take care of our customers and get these units installed quickly. They impress me every single day. And then from the answering of the telephones, I'd say if you haven't used Rogers or you haven't experienced what it's like to call into to the Rogers organization, even if you don't want to use us, I encourage you just to call in, just to have that experience from our world-class opportunity center. They do a fantastic job on the phone. I mean, fantastic. I'm just happy I get to kind of sit back and watch everybody in action every day. It's very impressive. Just super impressive.
How does it feel to see your vision? Because when we take it back to 2018 and we knew nothing and we had no idea where this thing was going to go, looking back on that and then where it is today, I mean, how does that make you feel?
It's definitely I guess it's hard to describe. I just love living it every day. I probably got to be one of the luckiest people on earth to get to watch this grow and develop. And you know, every little piece of the journey is just part of the process. And I I love the process. I love the process of starting here and going through every little dip, valley, peak, back down to the lowest of lows, back up to the highest of highs. You know, that whole process is just very enjoyable for me. I love every moment of it, and I think that's a big key to keeping a great mindset and being successful in the business growth journey is just enjoying the process.
Yeah, you truly do. I mean, when things are not great, you're still fighting and you're still a warrior. When things are great, you're celebrating, you're happy. Like, how do you navigate all of those emotions? Because I think you do it really well.
Mm. Yeah, I lean into our people and definitely have conversations with them. And you know, they're very supportive. I work around a lot of supportive people, and you know that's one of the things that you help me get through a lot too. So I lean into you, and also Riley. So couldn't do it without any of y'all. Definitely couldn't do it without you. You support me quite a bit.
And, you know, I don't know if many know this, but maybe I've talked about it before, but we'll talk about it again. When the podcast was an idea, And I said, you know what? I think I want to start a podcast. I don't know what it's going to be about. I don't know what to do, but this is what I want. I think I want to do this. And I talked to Joey about it, and he was super supportive of it. And I also talked to Eric Thomas, which hopefully you'll meet him soon. Hopefully he'll be on here. He'll be at our office next week, but he's in charge of our website and a lot of our marketing stuff. And so I talked to Joey and Eric about it. I'm like, I think this is what I want to do. And Joey was so supportive of this and what we have today. He has been supportive of it along this entire journey. And then Eric also was like, okay, I'm going to help you out. We're going to do this. And so without your support and Eric really making this happen and getting it to where it needed to be on the podcast platforms and helping with the equipment and stuff, I mean, we wouldn't be sitting here today. So thank you for your support. Because, I mean, what is it? I mean, how do you feel about where the podcast is today?
That is, I always knew it was destined for big things. And to see, I think one of your recent podcasts is up to almost 90, no, over 90,000 views. Congratulations on that. It is, I knew it was going to do great from the start. I had that belief in you, and I knew when you came, you had the vision for it, and you had the appetite to keep it successful, and you stayed consistent. That was key, even when it was hard. And you know, it's extremely hard to get these podcasts out every single week. It's a very big challenge, and I'm very proud of you for what you've been able to accomplish with it.
Thank you. Definitely been an exciting ride, and something like an insider information here, something really crazy. And Joey is, like, when he says he's a supporter, he's truly a supporter of the podcast because he listens to every episode. And so it's very weird for me sometimes because I'll be working and or go like in another room and come in the room and I'll hear myself in that room, like he's listening to the podcast or watching it. And so thank you for your support of it and helping us along this journey, because it's been a great journey, and it's going to be so much bigger and better going into the new year, and I can't wait for that. We're so excited. But what are your current goals? What you got going on? What are you currently striving for? You have the Lynchburg location that's launched. You have amazing leadership in place. The team is growing. What's next for you?
Yeah, I mean, mainly my current goals are, well, you know, I didn't speak about Brandon Frost, and a lot of my goals, these great people we got are out there, you know, accomplishing those goals they're just bringing that vision to life, which Brandon Frost is out in the Lynchburg area, and I'm so proud of this guy. I mean, this guy is, from the moment he walked through these doors, he's focused on personal development. He's focused on following the process that we put in place to the T, customer excellence all the way, every step of the way. And I think it's just a testament of how quick that you can grow in the Rogers organization, because now he is over this branch and he's fully responsible for Lynchburg and growing that branch. And I mean, I'm very excited for him. Mm-hmm. And we got another announcement about the Lynchburg branch. I don't know if I can announce that on the podcast yet. Can I? Or is that premature?
What is it? I don't even know what it is.
Oh.
I can cut it if you decide.
All right.
I mean, what is it?
We're adding another Lloyd.
This is true. Okay, let's talk about breaking news. See, I didn't even know what he was about to say. My heart is beating really fast right now because I thought I was getting some new information, but this is not new information. This is exciting information. And I'm going to take you into a conversation that we had last night. But tell everyone about the Lynchburg announcement.
Yeah, so Frost, has a interview with a potential comfort advisor. And he says, "Man, this guy is fantastic, great." And guess who it is?
Who is it?
Happens to be Clay Lloyd,
Yes.
Justin's brother, Kenny's son, and he came down to the office yesterday and sat down with us, and I mean, he blew me away. Like, his interview was fantastic, and I'm so excited for the Lynchburg location to have somebody like him out there providing options for their comfort needs. I mean, this guy's going to absolutely kill it. I mean, he's going to be fantastic. I mean, the professionalism and the knowledge that he already has. I mean, man, he's going to be fantastic. I'm so pumped for that Lynchburg office. I'm telling you, they're about to rock and roll.
We were talking about that last night, about how it's really awesome. And I had someone ask me a question. We went out to dinner last night with some friends, and they asked, what is one of the most surprising things to you during this business journey, or something like that. And I said, you know what feels really, really awesome is every time someone joins our team, I am just so shocked and excited and humbled that they want to work with us at Rogers. And it's like, wow, they really are taking, you know, a chance and working with us. And that just makes me so proud and and humbled. And then, you know, but what's really takes it even a step further is when family members want to join, and you have husbands and wives and brothers and sisters and all of that also want to join the team. And so to have now two brothers and a father and a family and then working at Rogers is just so humbling. And I mean, the Rogers are now outweighed by Lloyd's at
I
Rogers
know
Heating and Cooling.
Talk about the name change later. Rogers.
Lo-
We'll come up with something.
Yeah. So we now have more Lloyds than Rogers at Rogers Heating and Cooling. And it's just so awesome. And, you know, it's such a great feeling when stuff like that happens. And, you know, you can go through hard times and you can have bad days, but it's moments like that that keep you going and know, you know what, we're doing something really special here.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And you know, just to go back to, I know you asked me about goals. And you know, my main goals for going into, you know, the rest of this year and 2025 is we want to open more branches. We need more great people. We need great people that have an ambitious appetite to grow, because that's what it's going to take to get this organization to where the vision wants it to go. But and my primary focuses are, you know, developing and implementing more and more processes and procedures to help us get there, and definitely ramp up our recruiting to get great people in here to help us accomplish those ambitious goals that we have.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So what's the biggest lesson you've learned this year? What's the biggest takeaway from this year? Because I don't know if you'll be back on the podcast. So we're going to just treat this as like year 2024. You know, what's been your biggest lesson you've learned or biggest takeaway?
Probably my biggest takeaway this year is the growth of the organization. Where we're going is, I've always looked at it, I guess, in a way of I need to be fully involved, and I need to have my finger on everything, and it no longer needs to work that way. The biggest lesson I've learned is the growth of this organization is definitely depending on who I put in place and letting them rock and roll with it. And I've seen that happen this year, and it's really been a game changer for us.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Well, I mean, I just appreciate you taking time out of your crazy busy schedule to talk to us today. Thank you for your support of the podcast. thank you for your support of Rogers Heating and Cooling and everything you do here, because without your vision, it wouldn't be where it is today. You're definitely the visionary of the company, and it shows, and you keep rocking it. And for everyone else that's watching and listening, what do you have to tell them? Do you have anything to say to them as they're starting to create their goals for next year?
Oh, well, definitely. And it may be 9 or 12 more months before I'm back on the podcast. So I want y'all to know that.
And if you want to hear more golf stories, you just let us know. I can get them back on. Go ahead.
My golf game is definitely gonna be in the 70s. Probably the high 60s. I mean, it's gonna be phenomenal. It's gonna be great. It's gonna be lights out. So definitely that's gonna happen.
So the next time you're on here, you're going to be a club champion.
Oh yeah, without a doubt.
So see him never. He may never be back on.
Hey.
So what do you have to tell them as they're creating their goals?
Yeah.
Shoot for the moon.
Well, I think when we create goals, for me, I think about where I want to go, and I try to envision that. So in 12 months, where do I want to be as a person? Whether that be a weight loss journey or a career journey or trying to get good at golf journey. If I want to be here in 12 months, it's like, okay, I want to be here. Now I reverse engineer it. What do I got to do every single month? What do I got to do every single week? What do I got to do every single day to help me accomplish that goal? And then I build my habits around that. So it's like, okay, I want to be here. I got to do this 20 minutes a day, or I got to do this, 30 minutes a day, or I got to do this every week. And because goals are all you got to do to hit your goals is just you got to be a disciplined person. Discipline. With no discipline, there are no goals. I mean, you're not going to hit your goals with zero discipline. And you got to build discipline into your daily habits to hit your goals. And that's the biggest piece of advice I can give anybody that wants to hit their goals. When you set goals and don't hit them, the only missing piece or only missing ingredient is discipline. You lack the discipline to hit your targets.
Yeah. So let's get disciplined and let's shoot for the moon on our goals. Let's start creating them. I'll talk a little more as we get to the end of the year on goal setting and kind of fill you in on how we're doing it here at Rogers and how I've done it over the years, and hopefully it can help you, and we'll share some books and all of the things that can help you out with that. But again, thank you for being here, Joey. Yeah, it's been a pleasure.
Yeah.
Let's get it.
Let's go.
Thank you everyone for watching and listening to this episode of the Rogers Radio Podcast. I hope you made it through the whole thing. If you're not a golfer, hey, maybe you can become one now. And this guy needs all the help he can get. You may even be going against him for the club championship. So if you're interested in that, let us know. And again, thank you for watching and listening. We appreciate you so much. And every week I'm humbled by the amount of people that are watching and talking to us in the community about every episode. We have some great guests coming up, and I can't wait to share them with you. Continue rating, reviewing, and subscribing, and we will talk to you next week. Bye!